I don't know if anybody else should buy this course that's in this room here today, but every single one of you with your hands up, you need to go to the back of the room and buy it right now. Because I know for a fact 100% that you need this. And you know what they did? Most of them, they got up and they went to the back. So once upon a time, we make this deal with Ezra Firestone, just an unbelievably interesting, fantastic, weird guy, which I like. We had the first ever marketing rights to promote the first ever Shopify approved e-commerce course. Like Shopify literally approved and certified their approval for the course that we marketed as the partner for Ezra. Ezra created a course called One Stop Shop. The other advantage is Ezra was making $75,000 a day in sales with his Cindy Joseph Boom brand, right? We had that data, we had the funnels, and we had a theme, a framework that came with the course and the training, and it was $3,500. And we're getting ready to launch it. It's never been launched yet. I'm at Vegas running an event. We have like 600-700 of our sellers there. So we put people in the room, in the Venetian, and here's the plan. The plan is that Ezra is going to sell this product from the stage. Not really, but this is how it's presented to the audience, right? So Ezra comes out there, he does a 45 to 60-minute presentation. There is actually no sales psychology involved. And then he gets to the point where he starts to close. He says, hey, listen, I got this theme and we got this training. I'd like to extend an opportunity for you to check it out and sign up if you're interested. And as he's saying that, I come out from the side, right? From like a hidden door practically on the side. And I run out and go, Ezra, what are you doing? And everybody in the audience is like, huh? And he looks at me and he's like, well, I'm making an offer for my program. Will said I could do that. And I said to him, I go, I go, you don't get to sell to my audience. And then I turned around to the audience and said, I get to sell to my audience. And everybody started cheering, right? And I thought, damn, I'm going to make some money today, you know? I've never gotten people so excited to hear a sales pitch. And so the audience was so excited to hear how I was going to sell Ezra's product. And there was some drama involved. It's good to put a little drama involved. So people literally came up to me later and say, I can't believe that Ezra was going to do that to you. I'm like, didn't you realize? I thought it was so obvious that it was a setup. But it's not that obvious. This is a good close. You can always use this close in almost any scenario. And then the close goes like this. I go, listen, I don't know who in this room should buy this or not. Because this isn't for everybody. This isn't something that I know and feel confident that all of you will benefit from. I said, however, I know some of you need this right now, so here's how we're going to figure it out. I said, go ahead and raise your hands if you've known you need an e-commerce site for the last 6 months and you haven't built one yet. You're still on Amazon, sucking on their teat, hoping you get milk that way, and it's time to grow some legs and get your own. So who has known 6 months or more, raise your hand. And I said, some hands go up, right? And I say, oh, that's good, but let me ask you a second question. Who here is now known for over a year? So for a year, you've been walking around in your head, a year or longer, saying, I need to set up one of these e-commerce sites. I need to go out on my own. I need to have my own website. Who here for a year? Keep your hands up. Those of you 6 months or whatever, put them down. So now I have the hands up. All these hands are up. A decent number. And I said, listen, I don't know if anybody else should buy this course that's in this room here today, but every single one of you with your hands up, you need to go to the back of the room and buy it right now. Because I know for a fact 100% that you need this. And you know what they did? Most of them, they got up and they went to the back. So that's called the qualification close. Now I took it a step further. I said, now the rest of you, we got to decide if you should buy or not. So what's the issue that would determine whether you should buy this or not? And the guy says, money. And I had a flip chart, right? So I said, money. Okay, great. We write that down. Money. So what's the problem with money? And some other guy says, I don't have any money, Jason. I spent it all with you. And they laugh. I didn't laugh. Everybody else laughed. I sat there. I go, that's not true. I go, you bought a plane ticket to be here. You're staying in the Venetian right now. So don't tell me it ain't about the money. And everybody's like, oh, shit. I said, what is it really? And then they said time. And I crossed off the money, right? I crossed it out for effect. And I wrote time. I said, it's about time, isn't it? And then let's talk about time. And then we broke down time as an objection. And while we're doing that, a second wave is closing, and a third wave is closing, and a fourth wave is closing. And we sold $320,000 worth of that product in a very small room. I think 400 or 500 people selling something that they didn't even see. They never saw the software. They never saw the product. They just knew, oh my God, Every minute I don't have a site up, I am losing money. Not, I should build a site so I can make money. That's how everybody else sold it. That's how I sold it. Now we took those results, we took those numbers, we put it in a webinar, we rolled it out, we made a whole bunch of money. We had continuity on the back end from the subscription to the templates. We were just making money hand over fist. And then one day Ezra got tired of doing that, so we had to shut that business down. Story of my life, right? And we moved on to greener pastures. I'm okay. I'm grateful for the opportunity that we had. But that's the close that we used there. I use this close a lot where I said to the real estate, I'm paraphrasing here, I think it's in the slide handout though, where I essentially go, I said, listen, I go, who here sells more than 5 houses a year? Stand up, because we're in a seminar. They stand up. I go, now stay standing up if you sell 10 houses or more per year. And so those agents stayed up, the rest sit down. I go, I don't know if the rest of you should sign up for this service, but those of you that are standing up right now who sell more than 10 houses, you absolutely must sign up for this service. So go and sign up right now. And they go, okay, Jason, I'll go and sign up right now. And then again, the close is for the rest of you. I don't know if you should sign up for the service or not, but let's see if we can figure it out together. And then we go through and we do the closes.